Good evening, welcome back to my vlog. You know by now, linked below are the playlists for my videos of Crohn's disease and military spouse life. If I haven't introduced you before, allow me to introduce you to my stress buddy. I'm not actually stressed today. It was just a very long day. Did so much for all three of my projects, and I just needed something sweet and like a comfort food pick-me-up, because you know that I don't have a lot of comfort foods or a lot of options for comfort foods, and this is something that I can surprisingly tolerate. So I just take a spoonful and go at it. Let me show you why I did not multitask today, turning on my camera, showing you everything I've been working on. I've mentioned several times before that I'm not promoting my home business on my vlog, because this is not the purpose of my vlog. It's to really share life as a work from home military spouse who has a chronic illness. And this is just like my side hustle, and I want to show you what my time goes into. But if you are curious about my home business, it is linked in the description box below. One of the things I'm actually proud of is the fact that I can repurpose a lot of the things I own, so I don't have to invest in more items. My husband and I are somewhat minimalist when it comes to that. I know there are a lot of items in the background, and that doesn't really portray the image that most of us have nowadays of a minimalist owning only like 20 items in a household. But for me to do a promo, I repurposed this blanket that my best friend sent me. It's so soft and silky. It's a really beautiful royal blue. I used this as my background. A lot of my time was spent putting together gift boxes for Mother's Day. These are the products that I put in there, some samples and whatnot. There's this one, there's this one, there's this one. I have 3 different options put together. Took the picture, edited it, put the caption on, posted it on my Facebook page, my Instagram page, my Facebook group, which is where I share all the sales and all the details that are not really meant for the public. That was project number 1. As you can see, it's not just putting stuff together. It's really well thought out, and you have to calculate the prices because it is a business, so I have to make money off it. Can't just give all my stuff away. I pulled out my sample box, the gift boxes, full-size products in this tray. This was a mess this morning. That's project number 1. Project number 2 was my vlog. I was working on my vlog, which I have not uploaded yet. Will probably upload by tonight. Yesterday's went up at 2 in the morning, which lets you know that my husband and I still haven't really gone back to the actual schedule that we used to have. But then again, he's still in quarantine. I work from home, and quarantine is apparently affecting everybody's sleep. There are a lot of articles out there as to why that is. Everything ranging from lack of activity outside the home and just having too much energy to go to sleep, to being overwhelmed by the change of life and how it's affecting everybody globally. So it's kind of creating a type of insomnia that's stress related. For us, it's basically that we don't really have the need of going to bed between 9 and 10 p.m. anymore, waking up at 5. So it kind of works for us to go to bed at 2 and wake up at 9. Things still get done, and it's not affecting anybody in our immediate surrounding. What can I tell you? I know my husband's home, but you haven't seen him a lot because he's still in quarantine. Let me show you. Yeah, she still doesn't understand how quarantine works, but we try to keep her far away from him. He's currently using my piano bench as his desk. I don't know why you don't use that other one over there. And that chair actually does have a cover. Do you not want to put the cover on it first? Oh, okay. This is his little makeshift desk. You know, I can actually give you one of my tables if you want. Do you want a table? Yeah, we just repurpose everything in this household. That's precisely what I was just talking about. I repurpose things. Dito, she really wants to be with him. Luna kind of gave up. Luna's on her pillow. She couldn't care less anymore. All right, I'll give you some love. I'll give you some love. He's not allowed to. I'll give you some love. All right, project number 3. If it's too dark in here, let me see. Yeah, I'll turn on the light. Project number 3 was my language classes. Today I only had my 4 o'clock kid, not my 5 o'clock adult, but I still prepared the class for that other person. It was just a last minute change. Something I wanted to do was share with you how I'm preparing these classes because it's very interesting. One of them is very interesting. I didn't know if you'd be interested though. So I'm just gonna do a quick overview because I've never done anything like this before. And if you know anybody who's in the same situation, position, or somebody who needs this kind of idea, then go ahead and share it with them, or I hope that you enjoy it. The adult I'm working with already has working knowledge of the English language, very basic stuff, things that will be able to get her around and go to the grocery store and get her car to the shop, things like that, basic stuff, but needs to polish her grammar, pronunciation, gain more vocabulary, idiomatic expressions, idiomatic expressions. I've heard it both ways. In this particular case, which I mentioned before, she needs business English, which is something that is completely new for me, and I've been studying how to teach it just as she's learning how to use it. We're both learning at the same time. Because we only have 1 hour to work together on pronunciation, grammar, and business English, and she's also a mix between a beginner level and an intermediate level in different skills, which is very interesting, trying to find something that won't bore her, but that will also complement or fill the gaps of things that she currently knows and has difficulty with. I've pulled resources from everywhere and created my own little class where we do half an hour pronunciation grammar, half an hour business English, or rather conversational English, because at her level we're doing the difference between formal and informal conversation, as well as some expressions that she's unfamiliar with. So don't laugh, but this is actually something I used to do with my French students as well, which is where I got the idea, and it does work. I'm using my kids' stuff with her for pronunciation. This helps know the difference between the pronunciation of the vowel A by itself and A with other vowels in combination. Then we work on minimal pairs, which are words that sound very similar and you have to pronounce them exactly right in order to say the right thing. So the first one on the list is bean, bin, but for a native Spanish speaker, for example, who doesn't have the sound I in their repertoire, it's very difficult to pronounce something that's completely new to them after 20 plus years of speaking one language. So it'll sound exactly the same taking the Spanish vowel into English, bean, bing. So we work on minimal pairs like this. And I also gave her a chart of the vowels as pronounced in the International Phonetic Alphabet. So this way she also has knowledge of how far the mouth opens for certain vowels, how far it closes, how far to the back, how far to the front, just to give her more of a concrete diagram of what she needs to be more aware of in her mouth. For listening, this is what we had today, but I didn't get to work with her today. We have this one where she needs to listen and then choose the right variation of the word. This way we're working both listening skills and production skills. My plan is that once we get past the more basic stuff, we'll be able to focus on the pronunciation of the business lingo that she's going to be working on. For the business stuff, I can't show you anything because I'm actually working with videos. I'm just taking videos, snippets from movies that are available on YouTube, having her listen, take out of the video things that she understands are things she should know, work on those expressions, and then utilize them in role playing. For example, she's preparing for a networking event from her home business in November. So we're setting that environment, and I'm playing both a really high-ranking person that she wants to get to know, as well as somebody who she already knows but only met on camera and would meet in person for the first time. Those are two completely different conversations which require different intonations, different body language, different formalities and registers of the same conversation. So we work both things in that half hour based on the videos that we're watching. Yes, it's late, but we have embraced our new reality It's true. The schedule doesn't really affect us going to bed late and waking up late, except for when he goes back to work in about a week. We don't know when he has to show up to work, at what time, things like that. So it's not until we know what his new work schedule is going to be like that we really can determine when we should be going to bed. So believe it or not, the 3 a.m. thing is working for us for now. I know it's crazy. It's probably not even that healthy, but I don't think 2 weeks is really going to kill us. As for the hair loss, this was it for today. It wasn't really that bad compared to before yesterday, which was Tuesday. And I broke down, but going from this to what I saw on Tuesday, it was scary because I don't really know why it's happening. Hopefully I'll get some answers soon. Don't bite my head off, but there will be no Korean tonight, except for what I do remember, which we have practiced several times before, which is 안녕하세요, hello. 저는 베로니카예요, I am Veronica. 제 이름은 베로니카예요, my name is Veronica. 만나서 반가워요. Nice to meet you, or it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm not sure how it literally translates. 고맙습니다. Thank you. 안녕히 가세요. If you're the person staying, saying it to the person leaving. 안녕히 계세요. If you're the person leaving, to the person staying. Oh, the thing about occupations, which we just saw yesterday. I remember 학생 is student. So I think it was like asking, are you a student? 학생이. I don't remember the rest of the question. And to answer, 아니요. 학생이 아니요. And then teacher was, yeah, I don't remember teacher. And that's the one I actually need. This is where we review every day. Definitely tomorrow, gonna catch up on that. For now, I'm just gonna say my good nights. As always, thank you for watching. And remember, hold me accountable to this Korean thing. We gotta learn at least a whole conversation by the end of this year. I mean, we're literally doing one phrase at a time. So this has to go somewhere, even if it's slow. So hold me accountable. Remind me if I don't put it in my videos to do it in the next one. Get some rest, you guys. I will see you way later today. We're gonna get up at around 10 or 11. Don't follow this example. This is not something you should be doing. It's only for another week. So see you tomorrow or later. I'll see you later.